Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got a book review for you today. I got to look up the book here so I can give you the subtitle of the book. It is called Play. I know that much. It's by Stuart Brown. It's called Play. So you can check that out here. This is a book I've been wanting to read for a while. I'm trying to see if I've got the... It's got no subtitle. That's why it was hard to search for this book. But I thought this was really good. This may change my life in some way. I may actually adopt a little bit more play into my life. I think this is this is an interesting concept I've struggled with. I struggle a lot with how should I spend my time? Like, am I wasting my time if I'm doing things that are not productive? Right. A lot of times I feel this guilt. I don't know about you, but I feel this guilt pretty often about spending time doing things that are not adding to the bottom line. They're not productive, especially, since I have become so productive, since I've achieved so many goals and have achieved more success in my life, I have become more cognizant of it, right? Especially as I've developed routines that allow me to become super productive and to reach my goals. And so now, I think a lot in terms of efficiencies. And when I think about playing sometimes, whether it be playing a video game or playing something else, or just having fun or goofing off, I think that I'm wasting time. And so this book sort of changed my mindset on that a little bit. And I realized this actually, I was playing Zelda on the Switch, the Breath of the Wild game, which I'll check it out. It's a good game. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. But I'm a pretty big Zelda fan. Okay. So anyway, I was playing that. I like Zelda 2 the best, by the way, which is the one that most people don't like. But and I realized that, like, a lot of times when I'm working, when I'm feeling the best and I feel more motivated to work in the business is when I had spent the previous night playing for a couple hours in the Zelda game, which I started to make that connection. And it's interesting because this book sort of confirmed it, because he's got a lot of studies, a lot of research that shows that, that people actually are more productive, they're more creative, they get more done, they're more motivated when they have some amount of play, and that most people have a drastic lack of play in their lives. Especially, I would imagine, people like you and me, successful people, or people that are interested in improving themselves and success. And so I think a lot of my mindset is, again, I'm all about hard work, I'm all about being productive. I'm not going to drop that, but I do see the need to have a little bit of play kind of every day. I was thinking about, I had written in one of my notebooks, pick something to look forward to every day. And I think that's a good way to live your life. I think that makes a lot of sense. It doesn't mean that you rush through the things that you're doing, but if you can kind of have something to look forward to, and a lot of times that's going to be something that you're playing, right? And so the book is good. It just talks about all different kinds of play and how it impacts people and just the importance of play in your life. And especially, he even goes through and he talks about, midlife crises, which I did a video on midlife crisis. Go check that out if you feel like you're experiencing one. But he talks about this idea that it happens even at younger ages, because a lot of people are so focused and driven on achieving things and accomplishing that they never make the time for play. And so I thought the book was good because it had a good balance. It talked about the idea that you still need to do these things and you still need to go forward and live your life, and it's good to be goal-oriented and to be driven, but at the same time, you just need to make a little bit of time for play, and that play doesn't have a purpose, and it's okay, but it's something that we're built to do as humans, and it's really, really important. And if we don't have it, our life, he said, this was a really good quote in the book. He said, the opposite of play is not work, it's depression. And that kind of struck me when I said that, because I said, okay, times when I'm depressed in life, what is it? It may be that I'm not playing. Like, how can I go and play? Just for the sake of playing. So it also made me think too, like, a lot of times, I thought, if I'm procrastinating and I'm not doing something, like, I should make the decision. I should make the decision. I should say, maybe I need to play, right? Instead of just like browsing Facebook, like trying to pretend like I'm doing work, you know what I mean? Like, get stuff done when I'm actually like sitting there. And we all do this, I try to avoid this as much as possible and be disciplined. But when I'm doing that, I should just cut over and I should say, okay, forget this right now. Like, if I'm either going to work, right? And then let's focus and let's get this shit done. Or let's play, but let's really play. Let's not be in this middle ground where we're feeling guilty. Let's just unabashedly play. So I'm going to work on this a little bit on myself and test this out and see. But I expect this to be good. And like I said, I sort of stumbled upon upon some results I was seeing just from when I was playing the Zelda game, the Breath of the Wild, and just enjoying myself a little bit more. Especially when I got my Oculus Rift, I was playing a lot of those VR games, and it's just like, you know, again, I can get addicted. Like, I used to be really big into video games, and I love playing video games, but there's just, you know, I think you need to have that little element in there. So anyway, I think it's a really good book. If you have book recommendations for me to read, you know, obviously leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you click that subscribe button. You'll get all my book reviews. I do probably like 2 or 3 a week. It just depends on the week. So click the bell so you don't miss any videos. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.